Alright. How do I get rid of this? I just X out. Yes. Okay. So, I made a tier list based on reality television. In the categories, I have God tier. Well, let me preface by saying all reality television is a constructed reality, especially for a lot of these like competition type shows. Ones where they're like putting people against each other. All of this isn't good fun. This is not to, say anything. And I love reality television because I love drama and escapism. And the whole point of reality TV is to get you to forget about your shitty life and to poke fun or judge or idolize other people. Or just feel like you're better than somebody else. I mostly watch it for the drama and to laugh and to just be like, oh my god, look at these fucking people. I mean, that's the whole point. So yes, in the categories we have God tier, which is like I get the most out of it. Quality, which is like it's a quality show. Like obviously there might be like some problematic qualities about it, but it's quality television. It's very entertaining. The whole point of it is to be entertaining. Passive viewing, this is like you're just let me put it on. It's not nothing too crazy, not that serious, or I'm just not that into it. These are all my opinions. Garbage. This is like garbage television. I don't like it. Yeah. And then Don't Know Her is shows I don't really watch, but I know they're really famous and everything. My computer's super shaky, so it might turn off in the middle of this, but let's get started. So first we have Big Brother. I love Big Brother. It's filled with a lot of fights, a lot of drama, and when I was 16, I wish I could go on Big Brother. I wish I could, past tense. For that, I'm gonna put in the God tier. I love Big Brother. Oh gosh, I'm already gonna have a couple God tiers. Second, we have Chopped. I'm gonna put Chopped before Big Brother because I love Chopped. It gives me an adrenaline rush when I watch it, and I love watching it if I'm exercising, if I'm eating, if I'm, whatever activity I'm doing. It's a great show to put on. If you're watching it with other people, they get all into it too. It's a great time. Shark Tank. Honestly, Shark Tank can go in quality or God tier, but for me personally, it's in God tier because of the editing. You have all these people coming up with their shitty products, and then you have like the sharks being assholes to them and this dramatic music coming on. 16 and pregnant. Oh gosh. Where do we start with this? I used to watch this show a lot. When I was like 14, and I was like, thank God that won't be me. And that's very problematic thinking, but I think I'm gonna put in passive viewing because it's not that great of a show. Some of the girls are kind of boring. The Voice, passive viewing. I'm sorry, I know people love The Voice, but I'm just not really into singing competitions. I think if I sat down and watched it, it'd be like, okay, we're watching The Voice, but it's not really my thing. To Catch a Predator, garbage. Absolutely garbage. If you don't know what that is, it was a show from back in the 2000s where it's like they would get. This is when the internet seemed like a big scary thing, and like meeting people on the internet was like very scary, and sometimes predatory. Of course, that still can be the case, but back in the day, this show was like, they would get like these young girls, and they would be like talking to like a guy online, like an older guy. So then they would tell the girl to invite the guy, or they would get some girl, I don't really remember. They would get some girl to invite him over, and she would be like underage, and he would come over with like alcohol or something. And then this guy, Chris Hansen, would show up and be like, "Yo, why are you talking to this young girl?" And then he'd be like, "Oh, I didn't know she was so young," and it would just be this big thing. But Chris Hansen, I heard he's a predator, I think. I'm not really sure. Fact check me, but I don't really know. I just know that he's problematic. I'm replying to a text. Nothing important. Nothing. Okay. So, yeah, garbage. And then the circle. I'm gonna put it in quality. I think if you like Big Brother, then you like the circle. But it can be a bit cheesy. A lot of reality TV can be cheesy, but gosh. So we have, a lot of reality TV can be cheesy, but sometimes, it can try and be a bit too trendy for me. American Idol, same with The Voice, passive viewing. I put the old American Idol, like with Randy Jackson, Paula Abdul, and Simon Cowell, because that's the one that I saw. I haven't really seen American Idol since these people have been on. But, the auditions are very funny. And, yeah. Dance Moms? This might go in God tier. I think it's, great television. You got all these white moms fighting all these Karen characters. And of course, the biggest Karen of all, Abby Lee Miller. She went to jail, didn't she? I think so. Anyways, The Real Housewives. I bet this one of Beverly Hills because this is the one where I see the most memes of, such as that fight in Amsterdam. And I think for that scene alone, it goes in God tier. Naked and Afraid, sorry, don't know her. I tried watching it one time and I just couldn't get into it. I thought it was pretty boring. Keeping Up with the Kardashians, I'm sorry, garbage. I don't think the situations are interesting. They are, they don't, they don't give what they're supposed to be giving. Sorry, that's just my opinion. I don't really like this show. I think it's pretty dull. Catfish, the TV show. Oh, man, do I love this show. I'm gonna put it before Shark Tank. Because I've been watching this show since the day it came out. Like, I remember when I first saw a commercial for it, like advertising, like, oh, new show, Catfish. And I was like, and they explained the premise of it. And I was like, I'm there. When that shit airs, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna watch it. And that's exactly what I did, and I've been watching it ever since. I love this show. And it's very similar to the next show, Cheaters. This is an old show from the early 2000s. I don't know about late 90s, but I know for sure early 2000s. And it was basically the exact same thing as Catfish, but times 10. So, these people would be like, I think my partner's cheating on me, and I need a burp. Yeah, they would be like, I think my partner's cheating on me, can you find out? And the producers would go stalk their partner in, ways that we wouldn't see as acceptable today. And then they would usually find them cheating and they would record them and everything. And then they would show them. Similar to catfish, they would present the evidence and everything. And then they would have a confrontation. And then, somebody's ass would get beat. I'm going to put it in quality. Because, a bit too problematic to be in God tier. Temptation Island, God tier. This show breaks up engagements, relationships, everything. So for that mess, it's gonna go in God tier. Dr. Phil, garbage. Absolutely garbage. Fuck this guy, he's not even a real doctor. And, just the scenarios that people are put in Dr. Phil, like love triangles, my kid's an asshole, this person in my life I think is too overweight, which is very problematic, just like a lot of things like that. He's not even a real doctor. And I remember him and his wife were going through some troubles around the time of the recession of 2008. I don't know if it was exactly in 2008, but around those years. And I remember it was all over the tabloids. And I was just like a kid, more entertained about that than the actual show. RuPaul's Drag Race, God tier. There's too many moments in this show that, stand out, that only, deserve quality. I don't really like RuPaul as a person. He fracks, like he's into fracking. And I think this show can also be corny. And, as of lately, a little bit sellout-y, but, I mean, come on. It's very entertaining. Love Island, I'm sorry, y'all. Garbage. I know that people love this show, and some people might put it in passive viewing because they just put it on and, let it go for hours, but I tried watching it, and I fucking hated it. It was just so superficial and heterosexual, and obviously that's like a lot of these shows, but it was like too much for me. I couldn't handle it. Flavor of Love, God tier. We have too many memes from this show to be put in quality. Jackass, quality. I hope you all know what Jackass is, but if you don't, it was basically a show of these guys that would just do, like they would just hurt themselves and do stupid stunts and tricks. And it was just in the name of, being a jackass. Jerry Springer, a tier. If you don't know what Jerry Springer is, it comes on in the morning. I don't know if it still comes on, to be honest. I don't own a television. I've seen all these shows, back in the day, or, online, like that. But, these situations where it's like, these two people would be like, oh yeah, I think my partner's cheating on me. And then the other person would be like, I'm pregnant and you're the father. And then they would take a pregnancy test, and then the Jerry Springer would come out and be like, you are the father. And then the person would just book it. They would just book it, they would just run, and everyone would be like, Jerry, Jerry. Or some people get in fights and everything. Crazy. Jersey Shore, God tier. Do I have to explain? When people think of reality TV show, this is one that they think of. There's a few of these that they, think of, but I think Jersey Shore is one of the top, Jersey Shore was it wasn't just a show, it was like a movement. Like, people were imitating these people, like their hair, the way they talk, the way they acted, everything. Let's see, what we have next? Judge Judy. Judge Judy has been on as long as I can remember. And I mostly have seen it because of my mom. And someone was asking her, it was either one of my tias, like one of her sisters, or someone else. They were like, "You still watch Judge Judy?" And she was like, "Well, they still make episodes, so I'm gonna keep watching." I'm gonna put it in. I'm gonna put it in passing. I think sometimes it can be quality, but for the most part, it's passive viewing for me. Like if I hear it in the background, it's fine, but I couldn't sit down and watch it for hours. My mom could. I can't. But, it's like, there was this one time where this guy was like, right, she was, our Judge Judy, she was like, "This is my show." And this guy was like, "It's your show, but this is my episode." Or that was maybe on the People's Court. I don't remember. One of those shows. I don't have the People's Court in here because they're too similar. This is just the stock photo that I use for all of them. For use the thing. Anyways, Masked Singer. Same with these singing shows. Passive viewing. When T-Pain was on though, first of all, I love T-Pain. Second of all, he killed it. Love T-Pain. So, because of that T-Pain going on, respect for this show. Pit My Ride, ooh, quality television right there. This was a show on MTV back in the day where they would basically just, someone would be like, "Oh, my car sucks. It's broken. It's, this and that." And so they would go and just peep it out. So they would put like a jacuzzi and, all these crazy wheels and a TV and everything. But, they would do that. And then the people, whose cars got pimped out, they literally could not pay. They could not afford to keep up their car like that or to like run the gas. So yeah, that's kind of unfortunate. But quality show. Judge Mathis, same as Judge Judy, passive viewing. These judge shows, they can be interesting, but mostly passive viewing. Are You the One? Season 8 specifically. God tier. I haven't seen the other seasons of Are You the One, but they seem boring, and this seems like the most interesting way to do this show with everybody being sexually fluid. So, and yeah, I fucking love this season. It was great. And MTV didn't do a reunion, so we had like some chaffa ass reunion on some YouTube channel, and like all the the truth came out, like of like behind the scenes stuff, stuff that they wouldn't have said if MTV was constructing the reunion. They would have kept up this MTV narrative, but because it wasn't that, it was just very interesting. Tidying Up with Marie Kondo. I'm gonna say passive viewing because it's like, oh, so nice, look at them. But, well, quality, passive. It can go either way. Maybe I'll put it at the top of passive. Definitely not my favorite show, but is it in the same category as the judge shows and the singing shows? No, it'll go in quality. Kitchen Nightmares, quality, I think. There's been so many rats on this show, so much mold, so much yelling. It's a quality show, if you want to be entertained, if you want, to judge someone, if you want to be like, ew, how can they live like that? Like, I mean, damn bitch, you live like this. Watch Kitchen Nightmares. America's Next Top Model. Oh boy. either in garbage or God tier. No, God tier. Who am I kidding? I mean, so much to say. Tyra Banks loved to torture those girls. Some things are so unnecessary. But very entertaining. She knew how to put on a show. That's for fucking sure. Also very problematic at times. And just the whole premise of it, you know, about picking apart your appearance and everything. Obviously it's modeling, but yeah. Maury is the same as Jerry Springer. Like the same shit. Instead of saying Jerry, they say Maury. So same thing. 90 Day Fiancé. I'm sorry. I know y'all love this show, but I'm gonna put it in the garbage category just because I hate the how US centric it is. Like, oh, I'm a US citizen and this immigrant is taking advantage of me for my papers. That's really fucked up, you know? Especially because a lot of these people have weird fetishes, and, you know, why are they fucking looking for, you know, like these people in other countries in the first place? I'm looking at you, David. David and Annie. Fuck that guy, David. And Big Ed. I haven't seen that season, but I've seen enough of this show to hate it. Repo. Oh, maybe some of you don't remember this, but Operation Repo, it's literally, you know, what it is. They would go repossess people's cars, and the people would flip out. They would be like, you can't take my car, that's my fucking car, I paid all my bills. And then they'd be like, no you didn't, that's why I'm here, to take your car. And then, you know, sometimes they would get in fights, they would yell at each other. Oh, quality TV. Quality TV right there. Parental control. Wow. Another relic from the past. Parental control, similar to some other shows on here, are like reality presenting TV, where it's like they're presenting it to you as reality TV, but it's very scripted, you know, and everything. And the premise was some young person would be dating some asshole. Their partner would be an asshole, and the parents would be like, I hate my child's partner. They're an asshole and they're disgusting. Da, da, da. So the parents would like try and match up their kid with somebody they liked. So that was the whole thing. I'm gonna put it in passive because it was corny at times. Queer Eye, same, passive. The Real World. To be honest, I don't know her. I haven't seen The Real World. I was too young when it first, you know, when it was like really popular and everything. Survivor, to be honest, I don't know her. Like these wilderness shows, I never really liked. Naked and Afraid, Survivor, even like stuff like Castaway. Don't really like that movie. The Bachelor. Don't know her. Same as like The Bachelorette. Don't know her. You know, these shows like I don't really care for. I think they're pretty dumb. Ooh, should I put in garbage actually? No, because I don't know her, so that's not fair. Wipeout. Ooh, Wipeout goes in quality. This is some this is some quality television right here. Just like watching people dunk, into the water. Nailed it. I think Nailed It is a good show, but it is passive viewing for me. So I'll put it on when I just want like something, something. The Simple Life, I'm gonna put in passive. It's between quality and passive, but I'm gonna put it in passive because I haven't seen the whole thing. Love is Blind, don't know her, and don't care. Well, let's review. God tier, we have Chopped, America's Next Top Model, Big Brother, Catfish, Shark Tank, Dance Moms, Real Housewives, Temptation Island, RuPaul's Drag Race, Flavor of Love, Jerry Springer, Mari, Jersey Shore, Are You the One, Season 8. Quality, we have Kitchen Nightmares, Operation Repo, The Circle, Cheaters, Jackass, Pimp My Ride, Wipeout, and Tidying Up. Passive viewing, we have 16 and Pregnant, The Voice, American Idol, Judge Judy, Masked Singer, Judge Mathis, Parental Control. Now that I think about it, I liked Parental Control a lot when I was like 10, but maybe it deserves to be in garbage. I haven't seen it since. I'll keep it in passing, because I haven't seen it since. But I did like it a lot back in the day. I just thought it was funny. Queer Eye, Nailed It, and Simple Life. Simple Life is also, I didn't really get to say earlier, it's another show where it's like reality presenting television. Because obviously Miss Paris Hilton has come out as normal, allegedly. Garbage, we have To Catch a Predator, Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Dr. Phil, Love Island, and 90 Day Fiancé. I'm very happy with this category. I'm sorry. I don't like this show. I know a lot of people would put it in quality or God tier. A lot of people fuck with this show, but I don't like it. Don't Know Her, Naked and Afraid, Real World, Survivor, Bachelor, and Love is Blind. Alright, that's it. Let me know what you think. Fight me IRL if you disagree. Don't, but let's debate.